Good morning, Nigeria, and Happy New Year. Welcome to the very first edition of P&B Sports Show in the new year. We at the Premier League waste no time reminding us that every point now carries real weight. I'm Arako Tom, and today we are breaking down two key results that are already shaping the title and top four conversations. Arsenal commanding win, 4-1 win over Aston Villa, a result that keeps them top of the Premier League table, and a frustrating 1-1 draw for Manchester United against Wolves, a game that once again raises questions about consistency. Joining me virtually are two men who understand this league deeply. Abel Sunday, our in-house analyst, and one of Nigeria's most respected football journalists, Walter Odige. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Tom. Good morning, Walter. Of course, it's a pleasure having you in the stage on the stage. You know, me and you now we don't take this is the first time we're appearing as a guest, right? But it's a pleasure having you as my co-analyst, isn't it? This is the time to work for this place now. This video I will just carry and put that for somewhere. Say yes, there's almighty Walter, and I'm analyzing football with Walter. Good morning. Mr. Abel, please, this is great. New Year, please,
Okay.
You've upgraded from what?
So Walter, like I said earlier, we are yet to receive your prayers. Or are you waiting for the new year? You haven't told us. So please send in our prayers for us. We are expecting it, and in our account balance need to fill the prayers from you.
I stated it clearly that I was a witness,
Okay. That's fine. Okay, so now let's head into Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Walter, what is your take? Because it seems like Arsenal have somehow found themselves at the top of the Premier League table. They've maintained their spots there. They've now created breathing space between them and Manchester City, and the goal difference, it seems like it has improved drastically. So what is your take on Arsenal's performance against Aston Villa? A 4-1 victory and a goal from a defender.
It's a statement performance, to be honest, because nobody expected that result. This is the Villa side that has gone 10 games winning streak, not unbeaten. There's a difference between unbeaten and winning streak. This is a Villa side that has gone 10 games winning streak, including, the one they had in the weekend from they go down to Chelsea 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. So we're expecting a close contest, but when you play this Arsenal side, one advice I can give to you, if you're a team, don't switch off. If you switch off, maybe 5 minutes to switch off. We saw it against Atletico Madrid. We've seen it several times this season. We saw it again against Villa. If you switch off for 10 minutes, Arsenal can give you 4 goals, can give you 5 goals, can give you 3 goals. So don't switch off. You have to give the game from 1 to 90. That takes to get a point of this Arsenal side, because they are a very, very, very good side. And on their day, they are very difficult to beat. So because nobody expected that.
You have the team.
Once you're playing Arsenal, you just have to get a big game from beginning to the end. And Villa switched off. First time it was goalless. But I have to say that, so the first 5 minutes, goal goes in that game. But around 5-17 minutes, they last up and they considered 4 goals. And they could have been 4 because Aston themselves on top of that game, missing chance after chance. And before Villa could get themselves back in the 80th plus minutes, they were already 4 down and eventually got a consolation goal in the 92nd minute of the game. So for me, it's the Premier League. It's like I told you, I've said this several times. This is the strongest I have seen in the Premier League, because if it was Arsenal, maybe not 4 goals, but Villa would have made sure they paid for switching up. So the competitiveness of the Premier League is just on another level this season. And if you switch off, trust me, you're going to be shocked by what your opponent will do to you. So good one for Arsenal to get that victory, because if they are drawn or lose that game and Manchester City have won their game today, Manchester City would have been on top of the Premier League. And as an Arsenal fan, as an Arsenal player, as an Arsenal manager, those raise serious questions, because we all have notion that the report release, everyone reports. We have the notion that don't worry, don't be Arsenal.
Yes, I think at some point we're expecting that by now Arsenal should start flopping, but it seems like the new players that they've gotten have somehow helped them to emerge at the top of the table. But let's go straight to the Premier League table, and I'll be going to you, Mr. Abel. Right now at goal difference, it seems like between Man City and Arsenal, and between Arsenal and Man City, we have 25. We have just one goal difference between Arsenal and Man City, and that says a lot. Then we also have Arsenal. They are 5 points ahead of Manchester City, and some will say that Manchester City, they are not a team to have breathing up your ass on the Premier League table. So what is your opinion? Do you think that Arsenal, they are strong title contenders with the way they are performing? Because right now it seems like it's more than the European spot that they are trying to get. Right now, they are just trying to get this season at the back of the net, because you notice that we've had an Arsenal side, like Walter has said, that has been inconsistent in other seasons. They start off well and they fall behind moving forward. So what is your opinion? Do you think that this Arsenal team is one to watch out for the way they've been playing, and do you think they are going to take home this season?
Well, you talked about the table before now, and of course, it's a very close one. And Arsenal have played one game more than Man City. Man City is playing today, and that will be quite 18-18. That is, will be, I think, first half of the game that's supposed to play this season. But yes, I think there's still a lot of games to be played, and having a team like Man City coming behind you definitely is something to worry about. I will not say Arsenal need to win this season. I can't say that honestly. I cannot even put my money at Arsenal, because it's still very, very close. Even down to, if not for the inconsistency of Manchester United, down to the league is still wide open. I think it's from the top to 6th position is just 12 points, as in my calculations are correct. 12 points is 4 games straight. If they don't win 4 games, they've covered it already. So you get. So back to your question, you're talking about the league, the league, the table. It's just consistency. That's what Arsenal needs right now. Try not to win your games, make sure you win all your games. Just make sure anyhow, just bring the result out. Because you will not want to see the Guardiola following you with just 2 points behind you. You know that definitely this is going to work. And I see this game, this league is going to go down to the wire. Mikel Arteta, of course, should be one of the most precious manager right now. You know why I said that? Because for the past 4 seasons, the same story, you push down to the end. Imagine last season, you push down to I think 5 games to go. You were leading with like 8 points. All of a sudden, you lost that league just like that. So you could imagine the kind of pressure, intense pressure, Mikel Arteta will be now. Seeing yesterday they opened up the gap to 5 points. Of course, we're looking for Manchester City to respond today, which I'm very sure they are going to respond.
Okay.
It's not like Manchester City, the first, the beginning of the season. I'm very sure that it's going to respond today.
Yeah.
Because Manchester City have picked up so far. So it could go
like you've said, Mr. Abel, Manchester City are a team that they picked up. They were not as good as they were as they are now, because they've been able to pick up their form and get their form back. And we know that it is the Man City that we knew before. They should be at the top of the table. But like you rightly said, Arsenal has played 1 more games. They played 19 games, 19 matches, and Man City they've played only 18 matches, and they'll be playing Sunderland by 9 West African time, 9 p.m. West African time today. What is your opinion? Do you think that Man City can beat a Sunderland side, Or are we going to see an upset the way we saw with Manchester United? Are we going to see a draw?
I think with the pedigree of Pep Guardiola and also the squad that he has, I think they know what is there and they tested it before. This is something that they are familiar with. I think they know when to grant results. That's for me for that team. And they know when to grant, they know when to get all 3 points. And this is a very crucial time for them. They do not want to take their head off the plate right now. They want to push that pressure, keep putting that pressure on Arsenal and thinking that because Arsenal is not point or make any mistakes and they'll capitalize it and go ahead. But I bet you today, just mark my word today, if if Pep is able to take the lead from Arsenal, just forget it. I think that's the end of the Arsenal title this season. That's it.
Okay. Walter, I think we saw threats from Aston Villa early in the match, and we were expecting Aston Villa to actually show us something. We were not expecting Arsenal to have to create so much of a goal difference with 3 extra goals. One of the goals cancelling the other goals out of the 4. But there's one player that stood out, one defender that stood out. That's the man of the match, Gabriel Magalhaes. What is your opinion on him? And is he Arsenal's most important defender this season?
Not just defender, I think he's one of Arsenal's most important players. The truth of the matter is, I love his mentality. I love his head. I love his reaction to things. I love how he fights. I love the fact that he's a warrior. I like Saliba. I think Saliba is a better defender than him. But there is something that sets him apart. He has this mentality that we have lacking modern day footballer. He has this mentality of a warrior, this mentality of a fighter, and he just moves around when he's around. Important to know that this two things met about less than a month ago, early in December, and Real was missing, and we can see the reason why they lost that game. But yesterday he was different. He was available, and you could see the warrior in him. You could see the way he defends, you could see the way he attacks. He's one player that I think we can identify so because apart from the goal, he brings comfort to this Arsenal side. He brings confidence on his teammates, and it's just a special player. And I think if Arsenal are to go on to win the Premier League this season, Gabriel has he needs Gabriel more than any other player. That's
Okay. Okay.
The first question is about Aston Villa. The truth of the matter is, with anything can capitulate against Arsenal, because the truth of the matter is, it was not against Bayern, it was against Atletico Madrid. And so I'm not going to criticize Villa because they did what they could do. They started to give very early only 1 chance, 3 very good chances. And if they had scored 1 or 2, trust me, the game would have been over as early as minutes.
Okay. But and in the match we realized that in the midfield we had Rice and Odegaard. They dictated the tempo, and they actually stressed Aston Villa's midfield. Then we can also see Saka and Martinelli constantly stretching Villa's backline and forcing defensive errors. With the way Arsenal is playing, and from a journalist standpoint, do you think that Arsenal, they actually have a chance to take it all this season?
We are all doubting Thomas when it comes to Arsenal. I'm sure everybody is doubting. But the only people that we know with confidence that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League this season are Arsenal fans. And even the Arsenal fans, deep down, they know, but you just have to show belief. You just have to show that you believe because you want it to happen. But to be honest with you, I don't trust Manchester City, because we are talking about City that has never reached halfway. Manchester want to sign Semenyo for £65 million. So they are trying to let you know that they are ready. They are bringing bumper for bumper. We are not going to relent. So if it was any tactic that was Arsenal, maybe I might go with it, because I really like this Arsenal. I really think they are capable. I really think they are strong. I really think they are good enough. I really think they will not lose one or more matches. I mean, they've lost only once. Oh, sorry, they've lost twice. Also, forget that. Also, they've lost just two matches. Also. So they can really do that. I can tell you that we need to lose more than four more matches to come back to the but it's not about it right now. It's about the chasing matches that and I would bet my money in this matches that because
Okay.
you don't bet my you can go to you can go on the way
And one thing to take note of, it's always stressful to have Pep Guardiola chasing you on the table. But let's go back. Let's go back to the Premier League table, and then we'll talk about the Manchester United match against Wolves. We saw a Manchester United side that we were expecting to take the lead. We were expecting them to at least capitalize on the position that they were in the table. With this win, they would have topped Chelsea because Chelsea, they are just leading them with goal difference, and it seems like Chelsea as well, they also had a draw earlier on. But what is your opinion, Abel? Do you think that this is that for Manchester United that it is a mentality problem, or is it a tactical problem? Because we've seen Ruben Amorim that has decided that I will use one formation throughout, and when we saw players like Mbemu, Hamed, and some of these players going for AFCON, he decided to try new legs. The child decided to change formations, decided to change the way he plays. So what is your own opinion? Do you think that it is a mentality issue, or do you think that it is a problem from the coach that likes to gel his hair in the person of Ruben Amorim?
You know, we talked about this Manchester team 2 days ago. We were telling you about the level of inconsistency that they cannot put out 2 or 3 performances. That's just the problem. If they perform so well this game, the next game they drop down drastically. But against Wolves, I think I will give an exception to that because, to be honest, I'm all fairness to the team and Amorim. I think the luck was against them. That yes, they do have to but yes, luck was against them because you see when Sesko, there was a header that hit the woodwork. That Sesko, there was a goal again that was ruled out, I think for offside or something, and a couple of chances like that were also missed. There was a goal that was possible enter, the keeper had to rush, and I don't even know how that keeper was able to pound that ball away. And so a couple of chances like that Manchester would have used to go ahead of Wolves, but they could not take their chances. But you know, in the game of football, if you like have 20 chances, if you not take that, only one chance if somebody will get, you can have that one.
Okay.
Automatically that is it. So I think that's the problem of the then this boy, this level that I talked about it 2 days ago. You see, he was the one that even he took that ball from the middle of the pitch, drove down to the 18-yard box, and also set up Zex.
Abel, are you with us? It seems like we lost Abel there. But moving forward, Walter, if you are still with us, how did Manchester United get this wrong? Looking at it from a tactical standpoint, where do you think that they lost control?
I would like to Abel on the stake. He said he's going to. He will forgive Manchester United, or he will. I don't think.
Because they just needed to win one match. Just win one match and top the table. Just win one match. And top Chelsea. Do win one match and top Chelsea. See, Walter, I think what Manchester United fans are clamoring for at this point is, we are not even saying that they should finish top 4 again. I think what we are clamoring for, what Manchester United fans are clamoring for now, is that just top Chelsea, shut Chelsea fans' mouth up. That's all. And they saw the opportunity and couldn't take it.
Yes. It's hope for crying out loud. It's the whole side, like I was trying to say. They have gone for 14 games without drawing or winning any. They've lost 14 consecutive games. And Manchester United went there and somehow, at Old Trafford, could not beat Wolves. No, that's terrible. That's not a good result at all because I don't want to hear the players that were missing. I still think United have enough to get all match comfort against Wolves. So, like you said, a win would have taken United above Chelsea in the Premier League table because Chelsea they've been inconsistent. Chelsea's in that game against Aston, they've really been lacking behind. To defeat to Aston Villa, the draw to Bournemouth, the draw to Everton now. So they've had very terrible season. And to think that Manchester United are not able to capitalize on that all the time worrisome because if you can't beat Wolves at home, regardless of whatever your situation was, regardless of whatever your circumstances, it shows you are not ready because I watched this game Wolves against Arsenal. It was a tough game. But Aston found a way to win. Aston found a way to win. I watched them against Liverpool. It was a tough game, but Liverpool found a way to win. It is Wolves for crying out loud. Win that game. We shouldn't lose against Wolves. We shouldn't draw against Wolves because they are one of the most terrible Premier League sides of all time. Not just this season, of all time. So United needs to do better. Amorim needs to do better. In his last match against Newcastle, he reverted to playing 4-4-2. He reverted to 4 at the back. And the team was impressed. So I was surprised when I saw the lineup against the Wolves and he went back to his 5 at the back. And it's a man who's obsessed with formation. It's a man who thinks his football and his ways is the best ways. It's the man who feels if it's not this pattern, I don't believe what you guys are saying. So it might be his end of him in the end because I don't think he would get all the time.
Okay, but Abel, welcome back. Are you one of those people that are saying Ruben Amorim out? Because it seems like Manchester United, they are in the market searching for a new manager. So what is your opinion? Do you think it's too early to say Ruben Amorim out? Because I remember you made a statement earlier. You said it seems like he's more interested in arranging his hair and how he looks than actually focusing on Manchester United.
Well, I think you're not far away from the truth because you always want to look good now, and the team is in disarray. But what he does most times to see how he will set his hair, comb his hair, try his hair, or brush his hair. That's the problem. But that's just an enlightenment. But I think I don't know if Manchester United can keep faith with Ruben, if they can be patient enough. But like a team of that caliber or a club of that caliber, I don't think they will have that patience.
A team with so much history. But Abel, hold on a little. We'll be pulling up the EPL, the English Premier League table right now, and we are going to be analyzing some things. So right now we've realized that for in the bigger picture, Aston have decided to stay on top and maintain momentum, and Manchester United remain under pressure from teams around them, and it seems like the margin are tight. Then we also can see that Manchester City, they'll be playing today against Sunderland, and if they are able to win that match against Sunderland, they'll have 43 points, and Arsenal will just be 2 points ahead. But if they draw that match or lose that match, it seems like it will take some time before they are actually able to make progress. Then we can also see that if Sunderland, if they are able to win that match against Man City, which is not popular opinion, they are going to be topping they might be moving ahead. Yes, they'll be moving ahead and they will get to 5th position. But what is your take on do you think that they will be able, do you think that Sunderland will be able to create an upset, Walter? This is for you. It's muted.
I don't think Sunderland will be able to create any upset, to be honest, because they don't look like the team that is smiling right now. And Sunderland lost about 6 players to the African Cup of Nations, of which about 3 are starters in the team. So Sunderland are a little at this moment in time. But Manchester City have been next. We saw what they did to Crystal Palace. We saw what they did to, things that we thought, okay, this Man City are likely to drop points here. They showed that, this is not the time for what we are serious this time. We want to win this league. So I don't think they will. I don't think Tottenham will be able to stop Manchester City. I will go for a convincing victory, 2-3 win victory for Manchester City. They want to win the league. Another one to win the league. The players are the life, their change the form of his life, and then Alan is the form of his life. What's it called now? To hold it with a very good form. So I think Manchester will go on out because they don't want to Guardiola does not want Arteta to win the league while he's still in England.
Okay. Okay, so fantastic. But right now, it seems like the possible table scenarios that might occur after today's matches, you can see that Crystal Palace versus Fulham, it's a direct meetable clash, and the winner will create a certain separation. Losers risk being dragged closer to the danger territory. Then for Liverpool versus Leeds, Liverpool's win will obviously increase pressure against Arsenal and City, and any slip, Arsenal can gain breathing space at the top if your predictions, Walter, are not correct. Then for Sunderland versus Manchester City, we can see City's win. Sunderland versus Man City. If City win, the title race will obviously stay tight, which is what people expect as possible as popular opinion. Then if City drops as well, Arsenal will gain a major psychological boost and edge. But by the end of tonight, I guess the table could look a little bit different for a lot of people as well. So I think
hang on a little. But even if that gap is being open by 5 points, I still feel that we still have a whole lot of time for us to decide who is going to top the table at the end of the day. This is the 19th game for kind of loud, which is half of the game that's going to play. So we have another half to play. So even if it's open up, let's assume Man City lost today. I think they still have ample time to catch up. They still to go, but it gives Arsenal edge because they just don't need to take their legs off the player if that happens.
Okay, fantastic.
They keep that gap like that.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Abel. But please, you both should stay with us. We'll be moving on to our Athlete of the Day segment, and our Athlete of the Day is Gabriel Magalhaes, Arsenal's defensive rock and one of the most consistent centre-backs in the Premier League. Born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Gabriel rose through the ranks in Europe after spells in France with Lille, where he built a reputation for being aggressive, dominant in the air, and tactically disciplined. In 2020, Arsenal secured his signature, and since then, he has grown into a leader at the heart of their defense. Gabriel is known for his physical presence, aerial strength, left-footed balance, and ability to step up in big moments, both defensively and offensively. He's our Athlete of the Day following Arsenal's 4-1 victory over Aston Villa on December 30th, 2025, where he delivered a man-of-the-match performance. He scored the opening goal, setting the tone early. He was dominant in defensive duels. He marshaled the back line with authority and marked a strong return to top form in a title-defining game. In matches like this, when pressure is high and margins are thin, Gabriel shows why Arsenal trust him as a defensive leader. Calm, commanding, and decisive, Gabriel Magalhaes ends our Athlete of the Day. I know you people have said a lot about him, and I think that he's one very, very talented player. Well, as the new year begins, the Premier League reminds us that there are no easy games and no safe positions. Arsenal are setting the pace. Manchester United are searching for consistency, and tonight's fixtures could trigger another shift in the table. My thanks to you both, Mr. Abel and Walter Odige, for joining us. Thank you so much for your analysis.
My pleasure.
Okay. I'm Aroko Tom, and this has been the P&B Sports Show. And once again, Happy New Year and enjoy the rest of the football season. It's bye for now.